Hello and welcome back. I hope everyone had a wonderful week. For those who don't know, my name is Apple, and for this week I'm going to be doing a studio vlog. My goal is to see if I can see improvement by the end of the week, so stay tuned.
So for the first half of this week, I spent a lot of time just sketching and practicing. I had a really hard time in the beginning of the week because I felt like everything I drew or painted had to be pretty or nice. And I did learn a lot from my doodles, but I also felt like I may have been trying to be an artist that I'm not. And I came to this realization midweek. Once I realized this and realized that I should be making the art that I want to make, I started to feel much better and have a lot more fun drawing, which I feel like it may be pretty evident in the things that I drew and the way that they came out. But so unfortunately for the first half of this week, I don't have too much footage, but there is a lot from the second half of the week.
And I did this sketch yesterday with the side profile, and I really want to color this, and so hopefully I'll be able to do like a full body painting. Good morning. So today is actually Thursday. Yesterday I actually went to coffee shop with a friend and I didn't have anything to film with me, so unfortunately I don't have any film from what I was doing, but I will show some of the sketches that I did yesterday in the cafe. Nothing crazy. A lot of this is just scratching down ideas and also sketching out rough shapes of like some pictures I found on Pinterest. I'm not that particular with my sketches just because I feel like it's more important to get the basic idea and the form across, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And this is also my scribble sketchbook where I'll scribble down ideas, and when I mean scribble, it is really scribble. Like, it's not cute, but this is part of the process, so I thought I would show you anyway. So first I have these two sketches. These ones actually came out really good. Like, I'm really satisfied with the way that these two came out. And then we go into this, another one where it's a lot of scribbling, and I just wanted to kind of apply what I learned about legs here. So honestly, overall, I think it looks pretty good. I definitely need to work on shoes, but that's another time. And here, just some form. Here, this is an idea I had for a painting that I want to work on. Again, very rough. It's a hand holding a can. I don't know a can of what yet, but that's what I have so far. And here is a storyboard of something that I want to work on. Again, super, super rough. It's almost ridiculous looking at this. Like, it looks really scary, honestly, but this is just so I scribble down my ideas and I don't forget what I was thinking of. This is just for me. Like, this is not supposed to look cute or anything. So I have my sketches, and I already split up my paper into the sections that I wanted. Now I just need to get sketching. Okay, so I finished these two middle panels, and honestly I was gonna redraw the other two, but I think they came out fine, so I'm just gonna not waste more effort than I need to, and then just go ahead and trace these ones onto the final watercolor paper. So I finished doing these middle sections that I wanted to do, but I do have like this open space on the bottom and on the top that I do plan to put something in, but for now I kind of just want to paint these ones first because I feel like the other ones won't take as long, and honestly I'm just really itching to paint, so I think I'm going to do these ones first before I do the other parts.
Okay, so here I'm just putting down the first layers of the skin, and here I'm just building up some more layers. And then here I go ahead and start doing the first layers on the hair. I feel like I sound so repetitive because I keep saying this, but again, just adding more layers. But it's so important in watercolor to not go in with that much color at first, but to kind of just build it up on top of each other. And so you kind of see, like, as I do the hair, there are just so many layers that I have to do in order to get the color that I want. And because sometimes the colors will come out not necessarily how I anticipated it to be, so then I'll have to do even more layering on top of that. Also, sometimes if you don't do layers and you use a lot of the color at once, sometimes it'll come out really chalky. I hope that that's the right word I used to describe it, but I personally always feel like my paintings come out a lot better when I do layer this way, so even though it seems pretty tedious, like I also really enjoy just the process of painting, even if I don't necessarily like the product. So even though it is very time consuming, like I genuinely don't mind doing the layering, and I just feel like for me when I do layering, like it always comes out looking a lot better than if I had used a lot of pigment at first. So here I'm just adding a little bit of strands and then finally getting into the eyebrows. And I did the eyes. I forgot to record the process, but then here I start the tears. And eyelashes are always my favorite part, but honestly in this one, I think the tears were my favorite part to do. I think it's also because I've just never really done them before, but I really like the way that they came out in the end. Here I'm just going in with my white gel pen and adding some little details on the tears, on the nose, on the mouth, and then going back in with a little bit more of that pink color to add a little bit more detail around the eyes and then along the lips, and then of course adding my little cheek marks that I always do. And here's the finished product. I really love the way the tears came out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next week.